Hey guys, Thrasher here. Balance changes are on the way. Let's talk about it right now. Okay, so as I stated in a previous video, when we got the announcement of the top most used PvP characters, we knew that balance changes were going to be on the way. Let's go to menu and go to news. They have now announced right here that at the end of November or near the end of November they will be making balance changes. What that probably means is that's when we're going to get our class up. That's when the characters are going to go beyond level 1500 and they're going to add special abilities or other changes of that nature that will make certain characters better. Now there's a couple things I want to note here. They're only taking the 5 least used characters, which bothers me a little bit just because if you look at the list of characters, there are I believe 39 sparking characters in the game right now. I was hoping because they showed us the top 20 most used characters, they were going to take the bottom 19 or possibly bottom 20 least used characters and buff those characters up. Sadly, they're not. They're only going to pick the very bottom 5, which means a lot of characters who need a lot of love are not going to get buffed, and they're still going to be absolutely terrible. So chances are Broly, characters like that, they're not going to get a buff because they're just slightly good enough that they're not bottom 5. We're probably going to see buffs to characters like Captain Ginyu, maybe Kura. The one that I want to see for sure is Spirit Bomb Goku. He has essentially become garbage. Like, he's not a usable character. No one uses him. There's a lot of things you can do to buff him up. One of the things I want to talk about is the fact that a lot of people think the only buffs they're going to get are going to be ability based. They're not going to get any stat buffs. And the issue people see with that is they think, oh, well, abilities can only take you so far. You need stats to actually buff the character up. That is not true. You can do anything you want with abilities that will give you an actual better result than stats themselves. So you can increase the HP of a character, you can increase the attack stat of their strike, of their blast, or what you can do is give them a flat damage increase. So Spirit Bomb Goku, a good example would be, rather than giving him a stat boost, there's 2 things you can do. One, you can give him an ability that reduces his damage taken, and you can do that damage taken against Frieza Force or damage taken against some certain tag, whatever. You can give him an overall damage reduction if you want to do that. The other thing you can do is his damage output is absolutely terrible. So rather than giving him stats, what you do is say, okay, after 50 timer counts, you increase his damage by 50%, so he gets a 50% damage bonus, and then every 10 timer counts after that he gets another 10% damage bonus, which would actually work well with what the character's meant to do, because obviously in the story when he's fighting Frieza, he's charging up his Spirit Bomb and he needs to wait longer and longer to do more and more damage. Generally that would fit the theme of the character. I think they can do a lot of things like that where they just buff the abilities rather than buffing the stats. Now, like I said before, this is something we should expect near the end of the month. I would assume it's going to happen at least after Thanksgiving. If you're an American citizen, you know when Thanksgiving is. For anyone that doesn't, it is next week on Thursday. I don't think it's going to happen right after that. I think it's probably going to be 2 weeks from now is when we're going to see that. So make sure you are prepared, like I said in a previous video, to level your characters up past 1500. Make sure you've got Super Souls ready to go. Make sure you've got the Zenny. Do all that. And that's pretty much all I have for this video. If you guys have any specific characters you think really need to get buffed, throw them down below and we'll all talk about it. And if you like this content, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.